bringing you a general reading for the collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you, Pisces? We're still in the energy of the new moon solar eclipse, the new moon in Taurus with the solar eclipse, because the peak was at 10 degrees of Taurus, so it has a bit to go. It'll be probably through early morning on Monday the 2nd on the East Coast of the United States that will still be in that energy. So I just want to let you know it's not too late to set intentions and to make the most of the beginning of this first eclipse season of the year. But this reading is not date or time specific. I just let you know what's going on in the cosmos so you know what energy may be filtering into the reading. Because it is a general reading for the collective, so it may not resonate for everybody, and what is coming up may be very specific. Could be speaking directly to a cross-watcher, so keep that in mind. As always, you may need to flip the energies around. So as long as it aligns with your storyline, that's the most important thing. So what do we have here? When I pulled the oracle, I pulled from Sacred Forest, and it actually felt very similar to the energies that came through in the extended reading for the new moon in Taurus solar eclipse reading that I did. So there is a reading for the new moon in case you missed it. All you got to do is go to my channel, and you'll probably see it there in the videos tab. It's just a couple readings back. Or in the playlist, channeled messages. And I did an extended for that reading for all the signs, Aries through Pisces. Oh my God, it's like a slow mental day for me, guys. Hang with me. And the Pisces reading was last, of course, but it felt very similar to what I'm seeing here, as well as what came through in the morning musing for the channel paid members. Okay. I know it's a lot. I just like to let you know in advance what's coming through is coming through, and I'm just the messenger. First card out, card 42. 4 and 2 is 6, which is good because it is about stability and bringing things into balance. But the card is Storm Spirit, chaos. You can see that figure, that looming figure in the background. Feels very Plutonian. And Pluto was definitely in the mix for this new moon that we just had because he was just stationing to go retrograde. I know. And Pluto, as the ruler of Scorpio, is part of the north-south node axis that we're now in, which is where all of the eclipses will be for the next 18 months. So, for example, mid-May, full moon in Scorpio, total lunar eclipse. Pluto. So what this card, though, is telling you, Pisces, is to step into chaos and embrace it. This isn't the time to kind of try to hide under the bed, right? Rather than trying to suppress it or escape it, do the unexpected. And the reason, like meet it head on, because that is not a Piscean thing to do. Chaos can actually be an activator for healing, which is something Pisces really longs to do. So this is an invitation. If chaos is swirling about you, face it head on, step into it. Don't go screaming for the hills, and meet it as a potential agent and activator for healing. Which leads us to our next card, 44. Master number, sacred number. We don't reduce it. Toadstools. That is a card of growth. Love this card because it's saying beneath the surface of your life, potentially beneath the chaos, miraculous changes are unfolding, are occurring, right? But it kind of comes from the ground up. So I love that. And it kind of feels like it's very grounding. It feels very Taurian. Yes, it does, which is where that new moon was. This feels very scorpionic. And then your final card, card 10, resets to a 1, right? Something's closing out. Something maybe chaotic where there's a lot of growth for you is closing out, bringing in new beginnings. Daffodils, fairy, I love this for you. Make way for a new start, Pisces. The spring has sprung. My father used to have a cute little, like a limerick, like something like, the spring has sprung, the grass has rizzed. I don't know. I can't even remember the rest of it. But it always made me happy because he would plant daffodils. So, like, a little bit of honor to Dad, right? It's kind of like just that, embrace the spring, embrace new beginnings, closing out an old chaotic cycle, but which has given you a great opportunity for growth. And it may be all under the surface still, but it's about to emerge. So make way for it. Okay, that felt so good. That felt better. Okay, here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's coming through in your connection. I realize I'm bringing this to you on May 1st. I tried to get all the readings done, 2 readings per sign within a 30-day period. But my readings, because they're not date or time specific, you don't need to worry about that. You're supposed to be getting 2 readings every month. So in May, you may actually get 3, okay? Because I just, with some, health issues and procedures that I've had, I had to take 1 extra day off this month. I usually get 4 days off, and I'm serious. I only get 4 days a month off. This past month I had 5. So, but you will not get lost in the shuffle. You will not lose anything. Ah, yes, Moon. So present energy here. Something may be, there may be hidden emotions. There may be things going on behind the scenes you're unaware of or uncertain of or apprehensive about. Fear. Fear of the unknown, possibly. Let's see. Yes. Around your beloved, because this is in the challenge position. Essentially, it's crossing this card. You don't know what's going on with your beloved. I know that this is what's been coming through a lot for you, Pisces. So I feel like I may be tapping into the same storyline that I have been for a while. We'll see. But it feels like we're getting to this completion, right? We're getting to this 10 energy that resets to a 1. The 10 of Cups turns into the Ace of Cups. We've got happily ever afters and the love of a lifetime and all the abundance of, love and self and spirit and heart. And I feel like there's so much like tension building under the ground, like underneath the surface. And it may be really triggering all, the insecurity in the world about what you don't know. So I'm not calling you an insecure person. Don't go chiming in about that. That's not the point. Any human would be feeling like some sense of ambivalence or apprehension about like feeling insecure, like waiting for the other shoe to drop is what I mean by that. Got it? Like I'm all in for this, but am I gonna get the opposite? That's what I mean. Okay. Because sometimes y'all come into the comments and you're like, I'm not insecure. I'm not calling you insecure. In your unconscious awareness here, the Knight of Pentacles is about having a plan, having an action plan to move forward, without it being in haste. Something more stable and solid and deliberate and well thought out. That's in your unconscious awareness. In the past, there's probably been a lot of hedging of bets, 2 of Pentacles, trying to assess realities on the ground, but sort of being torn about which side to come down on. Maybe things have just been up in the air for a very long time, Pisces. That feels legit. What's crowning you now? I love this. Conscious awareness, Page of Cups, a message from the heart, possibly one you may be anticipating, therefore the Moon. Right? Or that you may be considering offering. Move into calmer waters, near future. 6 of Swords, balance of the mind, peace of mind, something far less, that like doesn't spook you here. Like getting away from the uncertainty to something more certain. Ooh, that feels good. All right. Message from Spirit, Tower. The Tower to me feels like that sort of part of chaos that is being spoken about in Storm Spirit, right? Rather than trying to avoid it or hide under the bed, it's like, step into it, embrace it, something shifting and changing. There may be something in your connection that's no longer sustainable, Pisces, or whoever you are watching, and that may be part of Spirit's message. I will, of course, be clarifying everything, as I always do. In the hidden energies, though, somebody's thinking about you. Really lovely. 2 of Cups. Definitely the soul bond is sort of flying under the radar here, behind the scenes. So now, stay with me for a moment. Your present energy, like, I don't know what's going on. Could be anything, right? All the fear and insecurity that rises to the surface when we don't know what's happening on the other side. Where there may be hidden feelings. These are our feelings. This is what we want, 10 of Cups, but that's the challenge. Hidden energies, somebody is very much on board. Very much on board. Very much feeling the connection. Okay. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. There may be obstacles and blocks in the way. But it's a good indicator of what's going on energetically at the very least, hidden energies. That may help calm your delicate nerves with that moon. In your hopes and or fears, you're hoping for a high-spirited return, swashbuckler style, but you may be concerned about, the in and out of it all, like somebody that returns but doesn't stay, like there may be issues around that. That's all I'm saying. There we go. What was I just saying? The 10 resets to an ace. Come on now. Come on, Pisces. Don't tell me this isn't what you're after. Yes. Damn. New beginnings, Daffodil Fairy, the love, the contentment, the completion of it all, the love of a lifetime, your cup runneth over, the abundance, but it's not really like abundance as we normally think about abundance. It's like my life is rich and full and joyful and happy and contented and complete. Because I have my beloved. I have the one I love. Who could want for more? Do not make me cry, Pisces. You do it. I know you do it. But when I look horizontally here, I see a lot of really positive energy. Now, on the bottom of the deck, can't ignore it, 10 of Swords. It's a thing. That may be what's coming as a result of Storm Spirit here and all the chaos that bleeds into a new beginning. I kind of feel like, yeah, something has to come to or is coming to, or has just recently come to a very painful end. So, could be for you, could be for your divine counterpart, could be something you're getting ready to move beyond, right? Like the moon, the uncertainty of it all, the apprehension of it all, but getting ready to move beyond that 10 of Swords and invite the 10 of Cups back in. For some of you, that could be it. Yes, there's the 3 of Swords, Temperance, 2 of Pentacles. Oh my God. So do I know you or do I know you? Yeah, the fear is coming from past hurts here. Heavy-heartedness with that 3 of, I should actually do it this way. Just because I really want you to take this in visually, right? Present energy, the challenge. And here is what's clarifying it. So why would we be skittish in the moon energy? What would we be apprehensive about? 3 of Swords, right? Getting hurt again, or, sort of still dealing with any heart heaviness that's lingering and getting in the way of our idealized version of the connection. But the Temperance card is telling us to just kind of hold your horses, right? Self-control, self-restraint, knowing that in time all energies come into flow and balance. There's wisdom, and the patience is what Temperance tells you. And then underneath the deck is the darn Two of Pentacles. I don't know if I'm willing to wait. Well, that's past energy, which is why it's underneath. My fingers are literally cramping because I am not used to holding 3 cards in this hand. That was weird. Okay, but I did it because I wanted you to visually see the flow. All right. So, yeah, Two of Pentacles. Underneath, I feel like the jury is still out for you as to whether or not it's even worth waiting for, Temperance, right? Because there's risk here. I'm not seeing the Fool, but the Moon and the Three of Swords is like, I don't know. That's why the Ten of Cups is in the challenge position. So the Knight of Pentacles, Death card, Ace of Cups, Four of Cups. Four of Cups came out in the morning musing as well. I feel, I'm just going to put this down for a second. I feel you're slow rolling it here, energetically in your unconscious awareness. This is something you're working out behind, in your psyche, or that your divine counterpart may be working out behind the scenes. It can go either way, especially if you're here as a cross watcher, just FYI. But that Knight of Pentacles is very conscious and concrete and very deliberate and very intentional and not in a rush and wants to get it, make the offer and make it right. Make it count. Now we've got the Death card, and like even the body language of the Death card and the Knight of Pentacles is very similar. They're just their body posture and that sort of moving forward in a sort of slow death march. But if you think about the Death card, look at the white rose on the flag. There's peace there. Look at the sun breaking over the horizon in the background. There's a new day there. So there is a slow march to growth and change and transformation to get to the holy freaking grail. And to be sure, whoever's energy this is percolate, like whoever's dealing with this energy, that they don't miss that opportunity. Again, look at the Ace of Cups being handed to this person who's just kind of looking past it like, meh, not even really seeing it. That's why this Four of Cups is underneath. So I have a feeling that if this is you, Pisces, you are determined not to mistake the love of a lifetime. Again, if this is your person's energy, they are undergoing the requisite changes needed very consciously, very intentionally, as they have no intention of missing this opportunity in the future as well. So that's playing out behind the scenes. I like it. This feels a little bit more like you, like whoever you are watching. Like, I don't know if I want to hang around to see what comes out on the other side, right? That's why I almost feel like what I'm seeing in the unconscious awareness, or what's playing out behind the scenes, may be your divine counterpart and where they are in the process. Doesn't always appear that way, but it just kind of feels that way. So in the past, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been like, feel you've been frustrated with your manifestation game. I kind of feel like, oh my God, in the past, it's like Two of Pentacles. How long do I have to juggle? Seven of Pentacles. This is planted seeds of intention. Been working on manifestation forever. I'm done. It's too much. So this is all in the past. Could be recent. Could be playing out for a long time. Pentacles can be years. but I feel like things have been up in the air for a long time, and you've been trying to work a manifestation game for a long time, and I feel like it's just like, ugh, it's been too much, too heavy, too exhausting, too time sucking, right? Lots of time investment. But now we're at the Page of Cups. This is in your conscious awareness, so right off the top, you're thinking like, will I receive a message from the heart? Inviting it in, absolutely restoring the harmony, the balance, wish fulfillment. Wait till you see this. This is really powerful. Whoo, Pisces, man, work it. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Right? From the message to the action. From the heart. Nothing to hide. Justice card. We got some real balance here. We've got some, you know, whether it's just maybe there's been some sort of formalized ending that creates the scenario for this person to come toward you or you toward them. It can always be reversed. For some of you that will be the case, but it will certainly be your just reward for this patience, for this Seven of Pentacles, for this temperance, for enduring the moon, right? The unknowingness of it all. And I do feel like you're, you know, on some level, you're ready for some frickin' wish fulfillment and emotional balance and contentment and harmony. You're leading with love, though, and that's what I really admire, is that despite all the goings on and the highs and the lows and the chaos and the growth and the, you know, everything that's been going on, you always manage to find a way, Pisces, to lead with love. Oh. Near future, Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, Chariot, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so a little push me, pull you. It feels like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back in a way, but the moving beyond all the emotional overwhelm, the confusion, all the options, the permutations of how to move forward together, how to get together, how to move beyond all the chaos, right? And there's been a lot, right? And how and where do we get our victory? There may be confusion about that, about how to move forward. Both of these cards are travel cards, movement cards, getting beyond something to the other side victoriously and peacefully, right? Well, you just got to leave some shit in the rearview mirror, guys. You just got to choose what gets left on the driveway when you pack, you know, your U-Haul and you move away. Not everything will fit. And some things just aren't sustainable anymore, as we're about to find out. So I know I'm using a crazy metaphor here because of the travel. But I feel like you're about to approach an opportunity to move away from what no longer serves both of you on an emotional level. And it's going to be confusing. And there are going to be a lot of options to consider. There may even be some emotional baggage to be dealt with and processed. Man, that looks good to me. Come on, Pisces, you're not afraid of a little emotional overwhelm. You can do it. No, you can. The Tower. Yes, Hermit. Ace of Wands. Oh, this is so powerful. Okay, so now I feel like this Ten of Swords is what Spirit's referring to here. All right? Because that's under the deck, so it's kind of like the beneath of it all, the overall energy of the reading. No, the underlying energy of the reading. Yeah. The underlying energy is there's some kind of storm spirit, chaos crap that's just kind of coming to an end. It's been painful. It's been dragged out, by the way. And Spirit's like, yeah. And whoever has had this tower has been off the radar for their own purposes of growth. Toadstools, growth. But they're coming out of hiding. We're sending Spirit saying, here's the motivation to kind of come out of hiding, because you've learned so much. You've been on this path for you and or your divine counterpart. Could be both of you. Could be the connection, right? There's a lot of healing taking place behind the scenes. This is beautiful. And I feel like Spirit's saying, yeah, it's your time. Grab the torch. We're telling you, now's the time. You can kind of come out of hibernation. This is almost as if the storm has passed. The rubble is the rubble. You'll have to sort through it and decide what you're bringing with you or what you're leaving behind, right? That may be confusing and even overwhelming for you, for them, for both of you. But wow, I kind of feel like Spirit's saying, yeah, you've learned what you needed to learn. The growth has occurred. Shine the light now for each other. Shine the light. Be the guide. We're sending you the all clear of that Ace of Wands. The impetus, the motivation, the divine gift of inspired passion, right? Keep healing. I know the healing is continuing to take place because Spirit's pointing it out. Because of course the tower is the tower. Even if it's not total hellfire and damnation, this is a big unexpected shift. I mean, we got a combination of Mars and Pluto in this card. I always attribute it to Aries and Mars, but it's got some definite Plutonian energy packed into this card. Nothing to trifle with. It's designed to get your attention, to say, hey, we've been trying to get your attention. You haven't been listening. You haven't been dealing with the thing that you needed to let go, and you didn't let it go. And so now it's going to hurt. It's going to leave a mark. But you're coming out of it wiser. The growth has taken place. Got it? And, now we're sending you your new beginning. Here's the spring, the daffodil spirit, the daffodil fairy rather, right? The new beginnings. Wow. That does not happen all the time, that there's such a spot-on, dead-on connection between Oracle and Tarot. But this is one of those times. Whew. In the hidden energies, Two of Cups. Yeah, the World. Holy Hannah. There's the Six of Swords. All right, so this person, this is not your hidden energy, it's theirs. They're definitely closing out a cycle and getting beyond it. And they're, this Eight of Wands for them could also, it's another travel card. There could be movement or travel. Somebody could be relocating. They could need to travel to you. That's very possible. But the Eight of Wands to me is more an energy of fast moving communication, right? The Page of Wands is usually the little initiator, and then the Eight of Wands, it's like whole hog, but it's underneath. So this person isn't quite there yet. They're deep in energetic thought about you behind the scenes. You're unaware of it. They're really preparing to close out a difficult cycle and to invite in a new cycle where you can move to calmer waters, where they can get some peace of mind. So a lot of this part of the near future could involve a lot of their energy about how they move beyond the quagmire of emotions, what they leave in the rearview mirror. But I mean, obviously, it involves both of you. They'll reach out. It's not top of mind right now. You're top of mind. But they're still closing out a cycle. may have nothing to do with you. I mean, it could. You're in it by proxy, but it's not your cross to bear. It's theirs. Wow. Knight of Wands. In your hopes or fears, right? Look at that with the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I think your hope is for something that has some legs, that it can kind of progress into the future, have some staying power. I feel your fear is that this might all be a passing fancy. You know, something where if they return, they don't stay. So I feel like I'm seeing hopes and or fears. There could be third-party energy in the mix, absolutely. But it could also be a hope for, you know, reunion, coming back together, a cause for celebration. What's on the bottom? Five of Pentacles. There's your fear. But will I be left out in the cold or abandoned? So again, with the push me pull you, it feels again like you've got hope and fear all mixed up here, Pisces. So you may want to focus on putting these, like compartmentalizing it a bit, right? You'll want them to come back. This is the return, passionate return, but you want them to stay. Okay. You want reunion. All right. But you don't want to be abandoned. So maybe you can find a way to compartmentalize it for the time being and just say, I am sending the universe a very clear signal that my intention is I will be receiving this person on their terms at this time because they're in a state of flux. And we'll cross that bridge when we get to it about where we go from here. Because your stability is in question. It's underneath, it's not running the show, but it's a concern, right? Like, am I going to be back in no man's land again? Am I going to be, you know, sort of off to the side and not really involved? And I feel like for your Pisces readings, this Five of Pentacles hasn't really been about being rejected. It's been about not being able to access the warmth of the connection because this person has been so engrossed in a real dramatic karmic situation. That's what's been coming through. I feel like I'm still seeing the slow roll to the end of that storyline. So you got to turn the Five of Pentacles on its head, and the best way to do that is to not feed it. Don't feed it. Focus on step one. Let the universe know you're open to step one. Because I feel like sometimes, you know, we get into the habit where past is prologue and we think that everything that's going to happen is based on what has happened. And as a psychologist, I will tell you the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. That is true. It will always be true. But I don't think that what you're dealing with here is a person who has behaved a certain way. I feel they've been behaved upon by some other energetic experience. And they've been in the vortex of that. And you've kind of been like, right? What do you call that? Centrifugal force, you know, something gets tossed out of the whirlpool. That's how this feels to me. Okay, I digress, but somebody here is going to make total sense out of that and say, yep, that's exactly it. It isn't this person has done a thing or, you know, has been problematic. It's just that what they've gone through has put me in this awkward outsider position by proxy. And so what I'm telling you is compartmentalize that. Put it out of your mind because new beginning. Yes, damn. Ugh. Y'all do it every freaking time. Well, there you are, beautiful Empress, divine feminine energy. Look at this high ascended energy of the Ace of Cups with the Hierophant. Here you are in the background, you know, I mean, it's underneath, but it's there. The unconditional love is there. I do feel like do feel like this person may come in with some truths about their feelings. They may want to talk about their own awakening. I mean, some readers would just tell you, oh, this is a marriage. I don't see it, because I have to take into account the entire storyline. But I think there's a topic around commitment here. I think there's a topic around true love here. I feel like there's a potential exploration, right? Page of Swords, around ascension or awakening, or, you know, being true to oneself and what it means and how to follow that, you know, find your way to that holy grail. And there you are underneath. I feel like I am speaking to a divine feminine, just holding space for it all. Just holding space for it all. Really beautiful. Okay, so before I tell you all the energies that came through, there is a link below to the extended. It will be, from what I believe is a divine masculine's point of view, how they're showing up energetically, right? We've got you with the moon and the 10 of cups here. What's their angle? How do they see the situation, or what's their take on everything? How do they see you, think about you, or feel about you at this moment, and their intentions going forward? And I'll close out with a message from Spirit with some advice for all that energy, as well as some additional oracle. So it's a really complete reading. You can check that out at the link below. Here's who showed up. Moon, Pisces. Temperance is Sagittarius. We've got Death is Scorpio. Magician is Virgo and Gemini. Justice here is Libra. We've got Cancerian energy. All our water signs are present as always. We've got Aries in the Tower, Virgo in the Hermit. The World is Aquarius and Capricorn. Knight of Wands is actually Sagittarian energy. We have the Hermit is Taurus. This is a Taurus new moon. We're still in that energy. And here's Venus, Taurus and Libra in the divine feminine energy of the Empress. So that's all the energy that came through. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, stay well, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.